Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In today's video I wanted to talk about why pushing to AFK stage 1000 is going to be a major milestone for your account. And the reason for that is if we take a look at the Dura's trials floors and when they unlock. If we look at my warrior treasure here, the raid treasure, if we look at floor 15, it will unlock at AFK stage progress 1000. But if we look at even floor 17, it will also unlock at AFK stage progress 1000, and 16 of course will also. So you're going to unlock 15, 16, 17 all together at AFK stage progress 1000, and we don't even know, maybe even the later floors are all going to be unlocked at 1000, and right now they're just going to be gated by the server season day, and that's why we can't attempt it. But if you're going to be getting here to 1000 at a later season day, which most people will be, then you will have all of these unlocked immediately. Like even for me, 15 and 16 were unlocked together, and so it can be a really good way of then upgrading your magic charms. Of course, on the higher floors you'll have a higher drop rate of the rare quality magic charms, and you also get the perfect all clear one time when you clear that floor. So now it's like there's so much for us to clear because now it's Sunday and then all of the different treasures are opened up, and we have a lot of different floors we have to clear right now, all the way from 13 to 16. But this is a good thing to know because it means that like now it seems like it's not going to be AFK stage gated anymore, and it's just going to be server season day gated, so that the people who have pushed to AFK stages really quickly are not going to be able to get such a big jump and advantage over the people who take longer to make it to the higher AFK stage. Focus treasure, I think you just have to clear it within 60 seconds. Most of the all clear conditions are to clear this specific floor within 60 seconds. Sometimes you have to keep all of your heroes on your team alive as well for the all clear. But what else is kind of interesting is that some floors seem just really difficult to clear. It might be because the buffed heroes are not the strongest of heroes, and then you're having, or it might be that the difficulty level is just higher in some of the different treasures, because for the first ones I've cleared already, the first two up to 16 we had no issue with them, but this one already looked a little bit challenging even at floor 13. But you can always just copy the formation, and if you have made it to this point of like the AFK stage progress, you're probably also going to have high enough leveled heroes to be able to clear these floors without much of an issue. But sometimes it can be like when you just pushed a milestone of an AFK stage, you might not be able to clear the floor that unlocks for you that day, because it can be difficult to, or maybe not get the all clear. But still, you can try by copying the formations, and with enough attempts you should be able to do it. Okay, and the other thing about AFK stage 1000 is if you bought the growth pack, which gave you the epic recruitment vouchers and diamonds every 50 AFK stage progress, it ends at 1000, AFK stage 1000. And so I feel like maybe for this season 1000 AFK stage is kind of like the end goal to shoot for, and then after that you are going to be getting rewards, like we are getting more season essence and season manuals by leveling to a higher AFK stage. But I think 1000 will maybe unlock most of the content, so I'm assuming maybe even in Dura's trials the later floors might also just need AFK stage 1000. But even if they don't, this unlocks at least a guaranteed of 3 floors for you, which are 15, 16, and 17, and it could even be more than that just by getting to AFK stage 1000. And mythic charms are going to be like an endless grind, because like we mentioned, if you watched the previous video we uploaded, for each hero there's 10 different mythic charms they can equip, and usually out of those 10, 2 are the most recommended or the best options for those heroes. And so even if you get mythic charms on a hero you want, we're getting really lucky. We got 2 mythic charms from Merrily already, and out of this marksman focus treasure, you really just want Merrily and Odie to have their full set of mythic charms, because you're going to be using them in the Dream Realm and different boss fights. And Odie you even use in PV P or AFK stage pushing. Okay, so this should be the final floor. And so the drop rate I've seen so far, on average, we're getting like usually 1 mythic magic charm per floor we clear, but on these higher floors, because we just unlocked the highest floor today, which is 16, it seems like the drop rate could be even closer to 2 mythic charms per clear you do. Okay, and again, like you can see, this is a pretty challenging floor. It might not be possible for us to all clear it on our first attempt, but then you can just keep retrying it. And what I recommend is that you should retry, like exit out and try again if you know you've missed the all clear, because your first attempt in clear of the floor, it will not cost you any Dura's tokens. But if you don't get the all clear, like for example here, it's taken too long. Because it's already down to 30 seconds, and usually the all clear condition is that you have to win within, okay, 65 seconds, but I don't think we were on track to do that. You can then take a look at a different formation, maybe something like that would do better for you. Really, we want, like, the idea behind this comp is the idea behind a lot of AFK stages, which is that you buy time for Smokey to kill everyone with Smokey's enhanced aura. So we can try again with maybe this team comp, because we also have Laika here who might contribute some more damage. Yeah, so just keep retrying, because your first clear, like Smokey died there, so we're going to have to retry again. Your first clear will not use any Dura tokens, but after that it will use Dura tokens in order to get the all clear. And then you might have to re-attempt the stage, wasting your Dura's tokens, when you could have just tried over and over again to get the all clear on the first attempt. Okay, this one also had Laika. So I think, yeah, this might be the best formation. Usually the first formation that they offer you is going to be the best one, because it is the one that cleared it at the lowest level or lowest power of the heroes. The weird thing here is they knock your heroes all over the place, so Smokey is not in an ideal position, and then he's not able to get his ultimate off on all of the heroes. He gets it on most of them, but it kind of will depend on luck. Like, these running around heroes need to run into the radius of Smokey's aura. Yeah, like the two right down at the bottom, well, there's only one really at the bottom. This one went a lot better. This should be enough for us to clear it within 65 seconds or 25 seconds left is when we have to clear it by. And as you can tell, like, okay, we need 25 seconds. It's really close. Yeah, it's not going to be quite enough. So if you want, you could just clear it and not do the all clear, but I'm going to keep trying it probably off video to try and get the all clear, because, yeah, then you can save your Dura's tokens and use them on the treasures you really want, or that you have the most heroes that need to be upgraded. And probably is going to be the cooperative treasure, the support heroes, because usually when you look at your heroes, the number you're using from the support class is a higher percentage than any other class. Like, maybe out of the 8 or 9 support heroes, you're probably using 5 of them or something, and quite actively, like in different Supreme Arena defenses or PvP or PvE or any other sort of content. And so that's why, like, running usually the support treasure, cooperative treasure, is going to be one of the best options. If you go, like, for example, I think marksman, the marksman treasure is usually not the best, because even though you might really want the charms to boost your damage on your Merrily and your OD, really when we're talking about on average what you're going to get a lot of charms for the other marksmen who you don't use as much. And so in these early stage, when you have like not many mythic charms equipped to anyone, or this even goes when you don't have many legendary charms equipped to anyone, it's better to be farming those treasures which you have the most, out of all the hero options, the most percentage of them you're using. And I'll show you, like, if we look at our hero list, then we can talk about it for the support heroes in general. But out of the support heroes, you're using the greatest percentage of them. And so, like, you are likely to then drop something which is useful. Whereas in marksman, like, if it isn't Merrily or OD, for me, is kind of a waste. And even, like, you can see here for the rogue charms, a lot of these are not useful for me. Burial we don't use. Walker we don't use, Soren we don't use, and Seth we don't use. So even if you really want to get them on Iron, for example, and Vala, who are key, and they would really benefit from the charms, the problem is, on average, you're going to be getting it for these other heroes which you don't use as much. But the supports are not like that. I think we can even filter the list here. Filter by support class. You can take a look at all of them. So out of all of these, we used Damien, Haywin, Coco, and Rowan, and Smokey. I used these 5 on my Supreme Arena defense. So already out of all the support options, 5 of them we actually use in a key PvP mode. And also for AFK stage pushing, you use these almost all the time. Maybe not Damien anymore, but Damien used to be used a lot. And Rainier is used a lot in AFK stage pushing. On offense, he's really good. So that is why, like, for example, in the early times when you don't have many charms to begin with of a certain set, is usually better to just go for the cooperative treasure until you have quite a lot of supports upgraded, then you can move to others. Like, for example, in the mages, it's mainly only Caroline and Arden that we really want them on. Like, Cassidy is only really for some PvE content. We don't use her in PvP. Caroline and Arden we really wanted on them, but because look how many different mage heroes there are, the odds of you getting it on just one of these 2 is lower than if you wanted it on 5 different heroes like in the supports. So that's just my advice about like choosing your which Dura's trials you want to sweep for that day. But once you accumulate enough charms, like for example, you're gonna do supports for a while, and then maybe you'll have like 2 or 3 of your supports already full on mythic charms. Then you can then begin working on other things, because then like you are really only missing it on 2 out of the 8 heroes, and then again it's kind of like similar as the other classes. Oh, and wow, we got a Vala charm and a Sylvina charm. We don't really use Sylvina at all, but she is a good hero to get charms for. And as you can see, even on floor 15, even floor 14, I think we got 2 mythic charms from the random drops, and even floor 15 we got 2 mythic charms. So the drop rate is pretty good. And because you're now going to be getting many mythic charms just dropping from the Dura's trials, buying them from the magic charm merchant is not so important. Like, I thought that was going to be your key way of obtaining them, but the issue is you need a lot of Crimson Essence, 320 just for one single mythic charm, and daily by using your Dura's tokens you're going to get much more than that. Okay, so again it looks like we're gonna have to do some retries of this stage. So as you can see, this is the thing, when you go to a higher level stage, higher difficulty that has just unlocked for you that day, it can be difficult to all clear it, or even clear it in general, but we will try to do it. And we managed to do it for the cooperative and the arcane, but for focus and gale we'll have to do some more attempts. But anyway guys, hopefully this gave you a good idea of why pushing to AFK stage 1000 is important, and how I decide about which heroes to equip or to go for the charms on.
What's up? Looking
depending
for me?
on the depending on which charms you're missing and which the highest number of heroes you have for a specific class. Out of these 2, yeah, I guess primarily the problem with execution is kind of like a PvP oriented thing, because it does it does more damage when the enemy has below 50% health. But we're using Merrily in endless mode bosses, and so I don't think the boss ever is considered to have below 50% health. So that's the issue. But like before, when the bosses do have like a limited health, then execution is a good stat for her. So balance charm might honestly even be better. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, because we upload daily AFK journey videos, and lately we've been uploading multiple videos per day with all the most recent updates in the game, and also any guides to help your progression. We did the trivia quiz event today. We also did the sorting event. So really you just have to do one of the Astral Fair events per day to guarantee your 1000 vouchers and 100 points. Then on top of that, if you want to do extra, then you can do it, but you really just need to do that one. That's your biggest like return on your time. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.